whatever you want to. But you can't force someone else to believe what you believe. That is why in this platform, I broaden the argument. I allow people to see things from different angles. That is why, since I've been transmitting this very appeal case of my sister, I show things from all angles, videos from all angles. I am not interested on who you are, where you belong, or where you don't belong. I am interested in bringing out the information that are very vital. That is what I'm concerned about. And I thank Chukwu Okikabera. Many people who are in that Finland are doing the same thing. Many people in Finland are trying as much as possible to accommodate everyone. They try as much as possible to make sure that everyone is involved. So this morning, as we are waiting and looking forward to what is going to happen in the court, I am going to share with you a press release that was released this morning by Brigy, by the Secretary General of Brigy and the Foreign Affairs Minister. They released a statement this morning, and I want you to pay attention with that statement. Listen to every single thing they are going to say. And after that very speech, I will also explain, even though I have almost explained most of the things you are going to hear there. But I want you to pay attention. Keep your sentiment aside. This is not about group this, group that. We are facing reality. We are talking about the reality. The reality, because Mazi Simon is in court today. And in that court, you don't go there with propaganda and blackmail or lies. You don't go on, if you are on media, on anywhere lying. In this case, you are not helping matters. That is why it is important to set every record straight. So let us listen to what Brigy has to say on their statement. I want everybody to pay attention. Let us hear them out. Sorry, let me try and increase the volume so that you can hear everything that is being said. Sorry, the voice is so low. It's not recorded properly, it's low. So, but we can manage it the way we see it. Let's just listen. Those watching on TikTok might not be able to hear it because it's very low. I've tried to increase the volume, but it was recorded poorly, and the volume, it was recorded this morning before the case of Asako started. So it's recorded poorly, but I'm still gonna play it that way. It's not loud. Those who are watching in other platform might know. So just try and manage it. Let's hear. You must have heard, if you don't hear it clearly, I think I have to speak on that so that those who did not understand will understand. This very press release was made in Finland this morning before they go in for the case of Martin Simon Ekpa. And the purpose of the press release was to set some records straight because of some misinformation that are flying on the media. Either those who are doing it are doing it intentionally, or they are doing it out of ignorance. Trying to attach Mazi Simon Ekpa in leadership of USB. Trying to put the responsibility of USB on Mazi Simon Ekpa. And the Brigy is saying it is not right. Mazi Simon Ekpa is the Prime Minister of Brigy. He was the Prime Minister of Brigy before he was arrested. The Brigy cabinet nominated him as a Prime Minister. And that cabinet today the Brigy continue to support him and continue to stand with him. Every single thing he's answering today in Finland is what he did as a Prime Minister of Brigy. He has not attached himself to any other organization or group. He has not claimed the responsibility of any organization or group except for Brigy, where he was the Prime Minister. This statement is very straightforward and clear. So many of us might misunderstand it. And that is why I say when you come to my program, remove your group mentality and come with your common sense for you to understand properly what is going on. Mazi Simon Ekpa is facing a case in Finland today. If you get the script of the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, you get the registration of the case. What was written there is Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Brigy. It is not right anybody attaching Mazi Simon Ekpa to USB. Whatever happens in the USB did not happen in the presence of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not signatory to it. Mazi Simon Ekpa is responsible for whatever happened in Brigy. And this is a very important thing that every one of us should know. It does not matter whether you agree or you don't agree. It doesn't matter whether in the case because you want to win an argument or you want to be relevant, you decide to choose to believe something else. But what I am telling you now is what stands. That is how it is. When you see their appearance and the tie they use, that tie they are wearing is what Mazi Simon Ekpa is wearing in the court. That Biafran tie with Brigy emblem is what Mazi Simon Ekpa is wearing in the court. And it has a significance. It signifies something. It is a symbol. It signifies something. And Mazi Simon Ekpa is very much aware. He is 100% aware. That does not mean that every other person is irrelevant. That does not mean that every other person is evil. That does not mean that every other person is to be destroyed. No. But this is an important information that you must have at your mind at all times so that you don't get confused. And it will help you to know when somebody is just trying to exalt himself or herself, or when somebody is mischievously passing the wrong information, or when someone is making mistake. For those who are making mistake, by these press statements, they will correct themselves and say the right word. Remember, our Prime Minister is in court defending you, defending me. He was arrested as Brigy Prime Minister. He is signatory to the registration of Brigy and everything that has to do with Brigy. He is signatory to it. And he is responsible for whatever happens in Brigy. It is important. I am saying this because people have to be very careful. People have to be very careful. This is not about the individual you see there. Forget about the people you are looking at. You know, sometimes, because of the kind of people we see, we can decide to become angry. Maybe you see somebody you don't like what he or she is doing, somebody you hate. But that does not change the truth. It doesn't change the truth. The only thing is that when Simon Ekpa Njoku comes out, he will put everything in order and re-establish the orderliness that we're supposed to have. But the people you are looking here are those that have identified with Mazi Simon Ekpa original projects, which is Brigy. And this is, whatever they are doing today or wherever they are, is what Mazi Simon Ekpa is aware of and defending. Not things that happened at his back. Remember I said, I didn't say you are evil, or you're not doing right, or you're doing this, or you're doing that. I am focused on the reality. I am focused on the reality. I am focused on the reality. The reality speaks for itself. I am a person that is very patient, and I would like you to adopt that patience. There is no need attacking, abusing, cursing. No. The truth will always be. It's just a question of time. Including those who are confused. There are some people who come on my platform here. They will ask me, they talk this, they write this, and I don't respond. Because it is a question of time. The truth will be staring at you, at your own face. Mazi Simon Ekpa, we all are under him. He embraced everybody. Every Biafran, it doesn't matter your tribe, your religion, your location, the group you belong. Just like the video I always play before I start. He said, I belong to everybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also belong to everybody. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the supreme leader of IPOB. And whatever he says goes in IPOB. Likewise, Mazi Simon Ekpa remains the prime minister of Brigy. And whatever he says goes. You do not attach Mazi Simon Ekpa with anything that he is not aware of. That was not done in his presence. Many of us who were in the cabinet with Mazi Simon Ekpa, we knew the format he has. We knew the plan he has for Biafra. We all agreed that at the end of the day, there is a name we are going to answer. United States of Biafra. But whatever have been done there, he is not there. He wasn't there. He's not aware. Whatever have been organized, he's not aware. How you plan on whatever you have as a structure, he is not aware. The only structure Mazi Simon Ekpa is defending and will continue to defend until he comes out is Brigy. Don't get it mixed up. Don't get confused. But I feel that this their press statement is very good to be highlighted. It is not to abuse anybody. It is not to create division. It is to set the record straight. And they are doing this video all the way from Finland. While Mazi Simon Ekpa is defending himself, do not attach anything different from Brigy to him. Whatever he's defending today is things that happened when he was Brigy Prime Minister. He was detained and arrested as Brigy Prime Minister, not as any other thing. So when you are writing any of your statement on the media or in any platform, stop arrogating any other group to Mazi Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa belonged only to Brigy as the prime minister. When he comes out, he has the right. He can decide to take Brigy to a different level and officially announce a different issue. Either he might choose anything or even say he's down in USB. And when he announces it, everybody will now follow him to that very angle. But as it stands today, while he is still inside answering questions on Brigy, there is nothing that will be allocated to him except that Brigy. It is important that you know this and know peace. Your argument cannot change this truth. Your hatred cannot change this truth. Your argument cannot change this truth. Whether you like somebody you like or you don't like, whether you like me or you don't like me, or there is people you see in this place you like, you don't like, it doesn't change the truth. The truth remains that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, was arrested as a Brigy Prime Minister. He remains a Brigy Prime Minister. He has not denounced Brigy or attach himself to any other group except Brigy. And that Brigy, which he himself registered with his signature in it, is still where he stands till tomorrow. And you can see the representative. You see Professor Chioma Ogoma with him always rapporting. You see Dr. Bryson Ogoma. They were all playing a major role all this while. More especially on the legal, this very court case, the legal issue, they played a major role. They did everything humanly possible to see that Mazi Simon Ekpa is adequately represented, not just in the mouth, not just by mouth, not by writing. They got an international lawyer from the United States that is today working very close with the technical team. They brought envoy from United States that we are there to witness the case. About 2 or 3 of them from the United States came with them. They made a great effort. Even up to today, the legal fees are still, every one of us should go and support that legal fee for that very lawyer. It is official. Mazi Simon Ekpa gave them that responsibility. Mazi Simon Ekpa approved that that lawyer should work hand in hand with Attorney Tommy to highlight his case to the world and to also guide Attorney Tommy in the court, just like Dr. Masanga is doing on his own. These are teams that are working. And that very lawyer is being paid every month, huge amount of money. That is why fundraising is needed to be done. Continue to go on. And I think there is a fundraising coming up on Sunday or so. You must continue to support if you love our Prime Minister. We need him out. And the lawyer will continue to do his job until Mazi Simon Ekpa is out. So I am taking time to explain this for you to understand, for those who are confused. And those, I know there are some people who are still questioning, how can I support? Where will I contribute? How can I? This very Brigy you are seeing today now, when it comes to the legal fee of Mazi Simon Ekpa, when it comes to legal responsibility, they are fully in charge. They are fully in charge. You see them, they are on the ground. So it is not by me, it's not because I said it. Based on what you have seen from the protest till date, you have been seeing what they are doing. So it is very important. That is why I am highlighting it. That does not mean that every other person that has gone to Finland is irrelevant. Every Biafran that went to Finland are playing a major role. Their presence matters, and their presence is giving joy to Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. Their presence, no matter what be your agenda, your opinion, your mindset, it does not matter. Your presence, your number, the number, your own number added to the number of people who is in Finland is an addition. For you to board a flight, go to Finland, many have spent days, so many people have been there since 4th, and they are still there. Many have gone and come twice Many have gone, come back again. So it is not easy. We need to appreciate every single person that is there. So don't think that this is to disrespect others or to look like others are not the other people who are there are not making impact. Everyone there is making impact because we are fighting a very dangerous enemy. Very dangerous enemy. And when we are fighting this enemy, we should bring out everything. Everybody, whatever knowledge, experience you have, bring it out. It is sad that even as Mazi Simon Ekpa is being accused of causing insecurity in Biafra land. As they accuse Mazi Simon Ekpa, the government of Nigeria is still busy killing Biafrans in Biafra land as we speak. They are busy killing Biafran people in Biafra land. It is sad. Very, very sad. Even as Mazi Simon Ekpa is in the court defending you, defending me, they are still there. Some people are still there attacking him. Some people are still, the Nigerian government are still there killing our people. Nigerian government, they are still there killing our people. And we will never give up. That is why Mazi Simon Ekpa today that you see is something that needs to be supported. Mazi Simon Ekpa that you see today is something that must not be overlooked. Mazi Simon Ekpa that you see today is someone that every one of us must rally around him. Anything you know you can do to make sure that things are right, start doing it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for tomorrow. If you know anything you can give to support the freedom of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, you can support spiritually, you can support financially, you can support morally. Anything you can do, please, please and please, go ahead and do it. It is very, very important. It is extremely important. This is a time for action, not for talks. Not time for propaganda, blackmail, and unnecessary claims that does not hold water. It is time for reality. Mazi Simon Ekpa have said it that we are one. Every one of us, we are one under one umbrella, under our supreme leader, Mazi Nandekano, and Mazi Simon Ekpa. And that is my joy. When I talk about the redemption of IPOB by Mazi Nandekano, when I remember that redemption, there is nothing that gives me joy than Mazi Nandekano recovering IPOB from the criminal DOS. That was one of the greatest jobs that Mazi Nandekano did. Mazi Nandekano is spiritually sound and he knows what to do, when to do, and how to do it. The unity he established, first of all, introducing the 100 men. In 100 men, he called everybody, regardless the group where you are, be part of that 100 men. He didn't segregate. And he went ahead to recover IPOB from the people who are segregating. Those people who drove Mazi Simon Ekpa away from the IPOB. He distanced himself from them. Mazi Simon Ekpa was the first person that sacked them. Nothing. I wouldn't even say that they drove away. Mazi Simon Ekpa sacked them away. The people that tried to hijack IPOB. Mazi Simon Ekpa sacked them and recovered IPOB. But you know, he wasn't the one that established IPOB. So they still had some authorities until Mazi Nandekano came and officially denounced them. Every one of us, we are all under Mazen Nandekano. Whether you are IPOB, whether you are Brigy, whether you are USBG, whether you are CRC, whichever title you give to yourself, every one of us is under Mazen Nandekano and our Prime Minister Mazen Samuel. The followership is one, they are not divided. And there is a time Aloy Ejimako made this statement. Some of you have forgotten. I want you to listen to this statement from Aloy Ejimako. I want you to listen to this interview where Aloy Ejimako granted the interview and he spoke about followership of Mazen Nandekano and Mazen Samuel. I want you to listen to this very interview. It will help you to understand.
Simon Ekpa's followers don't do the bidding of Nandekano, based on what he said in the letter, giving that directive. What happens there?
Well, the question you put now, referring to Simon Ekpa's followers, suggests that Simon Ekpa has different followers from Mazen Nandekano. No, that's a fallacy. Simon Ekpa's followers are Nandekano's followers.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? This is Aloy Ejimako speaking. Mazi Simon Ekpa followers and Nandekano followers are the same. They are one people. I want you to listen to the question again and listen to the response of Aloy Ejimako.
Simon Ekpa's followers don't do the bidding of Nandekano, based on what he said in the letter, giving that directive. What happens there?
Well, the question you put now, referring to Simon Ekpa's followers, suggests that Simon Ekpa has different followers from Mazen Nandekano. No, that's a fallacy. Simon Ekpa's followers are Nandekano's followers. So anybody following Mazen Simon Ekpa is following him because he believes that Ekpa is following Mazen Nandekano. Ekpa calls himself as a disciple of Mazen Nandekano, and the memo containing the order, in that very memo, Mazen Nandekano also used the word disciple. So there is no different followers of Mazen Simon Ekpa, different from those following Mazen Nandekano. So that leaves us at where I was in my previous statement, that this order is directed not to Simon Ekpa. He had a limited role to publish it. He didn't do it. So the responsibility fell on me as of counsel to do so. But the order is beyond him.
I hope you understood what Aloy Ejimako said. This was during the time the struggle was heated, when they were forcing Aloy Ejimako to bring a letter, give Mazen Simon Ekpa and say, sit at home, your council, or Mazen Nandekano have his own people. And the Nigerian media come to cunningly create division. And Aloy Ejimako interestingly answered that question perfectly. That the followers of Mazen Nandekano